Hey everyone, welcome back to our Application Academy and the PR.Stability Analysis software tutorial series. My name is Lindsay Dawson and I'm an application specialist. In this tutorial, we're going to be talking about how the definition of markers varies slightly from the PR, Therm, and Chem control softwares to added functionality in our PR.Stability Analysis software. Now, I know that most of you are already familiar with the concept of markers, so we really want to touch on the additional functionality, as I mentioned, that the PR.Stability Analysis software is providing you in adding or deleting markers in your data sets. So I'd also like to add in that if you do carry out any additional analysis in, say, the Therm control or Chem control softwares, any of those annotations are automatically imported into the PR.Stability Analysis software, so none of your work will be lost. All right, so without further ado, let's go ahead and jump into the software for an example of defining markers. Okay, so let's start out by looking at an example where an inflection point was maybe missed by our Therm control software. So we'll go ahead and look at pepsin as our example. And when we look at the average of the merged replicate set, we can clearly see two transitions in the unfolding profile. However, when we look at the data table and scroll over to the average inflection point as well as standard deviation calculated for this data set, we can see that one of the inflection points is highlighted in yellow, meaning that we're missing one of the assigned replicate values. So when we expand those replicates, we can actually see that this third sample is missing a second inflection point. Now, where the variability comes in the PR.Stability Analysis software as compared to the Therm control software is the type of marker that you can manually assign. So we now have the ability to not only assign an inflection point, but also onsets as well. So let's go ahead and select the inflection point and place it where we're by eye seeing that second inflection happen in this replicate set. So you'll notice that when we add that inflection point that we now see a solid line versus the dotted line that's indicating an automatically placed inflection point. Additionally, looking at the table, the way that we can identify a manually assigned inflection point is based on the number being italicized as compared to the other numbers that were automatically assigned in the software. So now let's touch on a more automatic way to analyze your data, and we'll switch over to another sample looking at our albumin unfolding profile. And let's just say instead of adding a data inflection point, we want to delete multiple inflection points, or we want to go ahead and delete an onset value rather than inflection points. So we'll go ahead and just drag our mouse over the inflection points that we wish to delete, and you can either delete multiple inflection points by selecting Remove Selected Marker, or you can simply hit Delete on your keyboard. So let's go ahead and remove those. So that's just a quick way to be able to scan through your data. And in another tutorial, we'll also show you a faster methodology that you can apply to your data analysis to quickly assign missing inflection points as well. I hope this video was helpful for you, and please let us know if you have any questions, or feel free to join our Explorer community to interact with your fellow PR users. Thank you.